What I'm saying is, though, that our arguments are empty then. The drug bust isn't really an argument, it's a ruse. The war argument, not a war, is a ruse. It's not a real argument. And we do what we do because we have the force, we have the might, we do it because it's in our interest. So we wouldn't let anybody come in, bomb us, blockade us, and take our president. We've had arguments about legitimate, illegitimate presidents, bad elections, rigged elections. So there's all kinds of same arguments that we've had in our country that they've had in Venezuela.
I'm shaking my head because it's never been so plain. I spent a large part of my platform trying to convince you guys that the US government does bad things and they're a mafia type states inflicting terror all over the world. A lot of that I'm trying to do to try and correct the erroneous idea you might have gotten from your regular media sources like the BBC, your Sky News, your CNNs, that pretend that when the government does bad things, there really are some good intentions behind it because democracy or this other nonsense. You have in this video a US senator speaking to the Secretary of State in which they're conceding, and he's putting it plainly, the senator, that we do it because we have force and they don't. All the oil you mentioned, that was a ruse. The democracy, the disputed elections, those were all fake excuses, and we just did it because we have force and they don't. He's saying this extremely plainly. Try and find the CNN just reporting exactly what that is. They don't even have to do any kind of inferencing, analysis. It's right there. The government's telling you, this is why we're doing it. CNN exists, and all these other outlets obviously exist primarily as a propaganda function of the state. Chomsky said a dictator would be delighted with the state of our media. Unlike North Korea and all these other countries where you need force, even Russia, you have to do what the government says. We don't need the government to tell our media what to do. They're willingly going to. BBC exists in the UK. They're not subject to any influence from Donald Trump, from the US president. They can just report stuff as is. Try and find them just reporting what Rand Paul just said here, which is like, oh yeah, we just do stuff because we're a gangster country and no one can touch us. Try and find them report that on anything. Iran is going on right now. Try and find them say that about Iran. If the US government is admitting they did that in Venezuela just a few months ago, why should we believe them on Iran? Is this a thought that crosses the mind of any of these mindless idiots on BBC? I guess not.